Unit 16, Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe. Let us see about the author. English novelist, political activist, and journalist. Daniel Defoe and Samuel Richardson are credited as founding the English novel. He was a butcher's son, attended Charles Morton's Academy. He pursued politics and the trade, particularly in Europe, despite his father's desire for him to work in the ministry. A man named Robinson Crusoe was shipwrecked and left to fend for himself on an island. He tried to survey there and later adopts island as his own, even though he initially wants to return to the city. When he does so, he finds that he does not have the same sense of feeling that he had once. He later returns to the island and settles there since he has become accustomed to live there by himself with an animals and just one or two other humans. Genre. The protagonist's struggles and challenges is well exemplified in this novel, Robinson Crusoe. The risk, action, dangers, and thrill of Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe endures hardship, deprivation, loneliness, and cannibals in his attempt to survive after being shipwrecked alone on a deserted island. Historical fiction. Defoe's first realistic novel, Robinson Crusoe, is considered to be a historical fiction. And now, a part of Chill, the island was renamed Robinson Crusoe Island in 1966. Plot's narrator and the major characters are both Robinson Crusoe. The pronouns I, we, etc. The point of view, especially the Crusoe's alternative between first and third person narration. He was not thinking about emotions. Crusoe, therefore, occasionally expresses emotions and feelings. He prefers the fact-based narrative approaches that emphasizes actions and happening, not on pretentious things like elaborating on splendors of nature. The tone in this novel. Robinson Crusoe generally speaks in cold manner. He often generally avoids a dramatic narrative. He hardly ever acknowledges his own or other characters' emotion. He only does this when the issue is directly affected by those feelings. For instance, he climbs the tribbles or tired out and confused, demonstrating that this makes it easier to defeat them. Plot in this novel. Raising action. Crusoe travels to sea against his father's wish. Crusoe prepares for a slave hunting trip after his successful first merchant voyage and dream of prosperity in Brazil. Climax. In this novel, the Crusoe is shipwrecked on the small island close to Trinidad, leaving him on his own to take care of his basic necessity. Crusoe builds a home, gets a good food sources, and acknowledges that his stay on the island is Providence doing. The foreseeing, that is, foreseeing care and guidance of God or nature over the creatures of the earth. Theme in this novel, the theme of self-awareness. Theme of Defoe spent his entire life upholding Protestant principles. One of them was the need of a person to maintain awareness of his or her own soul and individuality. On that island, Crusoe never lost sight of himself. He even created a calendar that revolves around himself. In this journey, the Crusoe recounted his everyday activity, family and life as a theme. The Crusoe accounts of his family at start of book shows that he is not particularly connected to them. He briefly mentions missing his family as the novel progresses, and he believes that defying his father's wish was a great mistake. He made an effort to start a family, albeit one made up of animals. Crusoe's relationship with his father through birth is a reflection of his relationship with God on earth. His spiritual father. Crusoe views disobeying his fathers to be his greatest sin and relates most of his poor choices to him rebelling against his parents, especially his father. Thank you.